Are you going to actually put the girls to that question that we just?
Yeah, I'm going to, and then I'm going to ask them a question after when they start their show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ready? Yeah. All right. Is it going? Right. Sharenika, good afternoon. You're live.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good morning. Good evening. Sharenika, how you doing? Good night. Good evening. Am I saying her name right? Sharenika. Is it what? Am I saying her name right?
Jerica?
Yeah, is that her name?
Yeah, Jerica.
All right.
It's Jerica.
Hi, Jerica.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? We've got to get her rolling first, you know, because to make sure her mic is everything is all right.
I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can just about hear you. All right. Yeah, if you speak, yeah. All right, Jerica. Can she hear me? Nope, she can't hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Right. Sharenika.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Right, everything's good now. Right, what's the topic for today? What's the topic for today, ladies?
The topic is the new norm.
Oh, the new norm, what is not norm.
Right.
All right, then. Right, before you start your topic, yeah, we was having a little debate a minute ago, and I'm gonna ask you the same question that the debate was. Do you think it's okay for a man to have more than one wife?
For a man to have more than one wife.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharenika.
Debate. We're going to debate.
I said no.
For you to ask that question, you must think it's okay.
No, I just want your opinions. Do you think, Jerica, do you think it's okay for a man to have more than one wife?
No, you must try to die. Women. But I think I mean, we live right now.
Yeah, you're live. You're live. Yeah.
Yes, we're live. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said having two women. Two wives.
Wife.
Yeah, more than wife, like proper wife, living in. Living in the same house.
Somebody gonna be jealous. No, they must gonna be doing threesomes.
No,
that's polygamy.
No, it doesn't.
In some countries, I think some countries approve of that. But I don't believe in that though. Yeah, I know. I have a strong.
But you know,
I got jealous.
It's not, Sharenika. It's not. We're not sharing, mate. It's called we are not sharing.
We're not there. We want to know, what do you think about? I tell you why. Because everybody, those people who are Christians, need to realize a lot of the men in the Bible had more than one wife, and God chose them. Abraham had more than one wife. Abraham had two wives. God chose him. Solomon had many wives. God chose him. Who else was there? Israel, Jacob.
The first testament.
Yeah, Jacob.
They got all this different advantage. Now,
the 12 tribes of Israel.
Let you do all that kind of stuff. Try that with a black woman right now.
The new norm, right?
It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Yeah, but bless, did you see the point she made?
What?
She made a point. The girls are not the same women that were there in the olden days. So we are not going to tolerate that.
Yeah, but God used them. God chose these men.
Not just that either. I don't think it's just that either. Just because they did it in 5 days doesn't mean it's right. God allow us doing things, but that don't mean it's right. You know.
Well, it seemed to be right in God's eyes because God chose them.
Which they did. He allowed that because that's their choice. But that does not. It still doesn't make it right.
True. And while we're talking about the Bible, while they were killing animals and putting the blood on you, they locked up. So
yeah, we know
and
that.
Over here, if you have more than one wife over here, I think it's something. I think you get a charge or something like that is illegal over here to have more than one wife.
It's against the law to enter into another marriage when you are already married to somebody. You can't do that.
Right.
Why?
You're gonna have some enemies tonight, bless.
Oh my God.
No, it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Right? Them man dead. The 12 tribe of Israel. Jacob had 12 children. 12 of them.
It's also in my scriptures as well. I know that.
12 children from 4 different women. And they all live in the same house.
Why would we do it now? Women are different now.
There's nothing
new. A lot
new.
of women in the Bible as well.
There's nothing new.
Now you see, Sharenika, Bless had a point saying, what is wrong if your man brings another woman home and says she does the chores for you and you sit and relax? I said, I'll bring a cleaner in for that.
No, At the end of the day,
You see how quick they say no. And God told Jacob yes.
You know,
Your reception is a bit. Your reception.
You know what happens? I know in the Arab countries, right, and the Asian countries, even in South Africa, they have lots of wives, and they're probably together, the kids and everything. And we can't do that.
Went out. Let me see if he's still on there.
Yeah, he's on there.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I wanted to ask. That's it. That's all I wanted to ask.
He's on. Yeah, he's on there.
Yeah. Alright, then that's it.
So what?
That's it. You lot can continue your show and talk with your debate, but that's all I wanted to share with you.
It's going in and out.
Do you want me to? Do you want to connect through my? Do you want to connect through Bless then?
Do I?
Unity.
Yes.
Is it all right? Is your connection all right?
Yeah, I'm going to actually go off now because I just want to ask you, have you got your answer from 4 ladies?
Say that again. It's your
answer is no.
No. Never mind. Yeah, the answer is no.
No. Why not? She can help you with the cooking, the cleaning. She can help you with the children. She can help you with their homework. She can help you run your business. You know what I mean?
It's going in and out.
Then listen, connect through me then. Let's reconnect and come through me because I'm somewhere along the line is
Yeah,
dropping
the
out.
internet connection is bad.
Yeah, I don't care what she.
Right. I do all that by myself. I don't need no
That was
help.
my I don't care what she doing with the kid. The other woman. Got time. I'm making sure you babysit kids and I sit here. Ain't no thing.
Right, I'm gonna.
Totally agree with that.
You said what?
I agree with you.
All right,
My trip's already messed up anyway.
all right. Is everybody all right now to start to talk the thing? Or is everybody all right? Hi.
Shanika,
Yeah, your reception.
co-
Unity.
Alright, let me know you want me to start.
Yeah, I want you to start, but your reception is a little bit slow. All right.
right, I'm going to be turning off, right, so you can start the whole thing.
Can
Yeah.
y'all hear me clear?
I think it's their end anyway. All right. All right. I'm online, and she goes off.
Make sure recording, Shanika. Make sure recording.
I don't have nothing. If he's live, I'm gonna have to pull it from another phone because I don't have my second
It's
phone
choppy.
to record. Let me see.
No, it's all right. I'm recording
Okay,
it.
I'm starting to record. It's alright, don't worry. I'm recording.
All right.
Okay, perfect.
All right, then. Ready.
You ready? Okay, so we're coming live from the United States. We have Sharenika, your host, Jasmine, your co-host, off of Bliss Radio on Unified Platform. Today's topic is the new norm. I was sharing with Kate and Erica. Call 079-431-366 based out of London, UK. And so call with your questions, just calling even have state or if so I'm gonna tell a little bit about yourself.
Hi,
Nah, your reception.
everyone. Thank you so much, Sharenika. It's Jasmine for having me today. I am Jacob Brumfield. I am out of the United States, Mississippi, and I am an accountability coach. I help people, especially new and aspiring entrepreneurs who have stopped working towards their dreams and goals due to life setback and help them achieve more. And I am from this city, and I am a four children, which I am the middle child, and some of y'all may know how the middle child syndrome is, but I am a middle child. And so that's just a little bit about me.
Gotcha. And as for entrepreneurship, you do full-time entrepreneurship, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I say you do full-time entrepreneurship.
Yes, I actually do full-time entrepreneurship as of September the 6th, 2018. So it's been a few years now, a couple of years.
So do you think everybody should be doing entrepreneurship?
I believe that everyone should have a side hustle. Now, everyone may not do entrepreneurship, but some type of side hustle, I do believe everyone should have. Now, we all need someone to work for us, because if we have also nobody to help us, we'll be, I feel like we'll honestly go crazy. So I think that everyone should have some type of extra type of income coming in, whether it is from there's been entrepreneurs investing, whether it is from from your family lessons passed down, whatever it is, you should have some other income coming in. So do that, because everyone is not entrepreneur.
That's true.
Everyone don't know how to run a business or lead in that form. So everyone can't do entrepreneurship, but everyone can make extra income.
Right, I agree, because even while now we're in the pandemic, and probably gonna have another shutdown, and so you really can't rely on your job, and so your job can let you go at any given time. So, but what did you say about people that don't really know what to do, or that like not creative, that don't wouldn't know what they can do as a side hustle? Because, like you said, everybody.
So what I would tell. Right. Everyone can't do entrepreneurship and Sharenika. What I was able that is listening, that if you to start a side hustle, try to do something as big as or as small as real estate, because real estate can be small and real estate can be big. You can jump into real estate at a very, very simple level where anybody can understand and you can make money. You can jump into start doing stocks, investing in stocks, whether it's $5, $10 here. Now it may not bring a big return on the investment right at this particular moment, but you're starting somewhere, you're making more than somebody else. Those are two things. You can also I don't know if you all have delivery services, but I do delivery. That have kept me over water doing delivery services. I make more than a lot of people make at their job just delivering and shopping for people. So those are a few things you can do if they do not know entrepreneurship or side hustles.
Okay, now as for delivery services, explain that more, because you just gave me some ideas now. Like delivery.
Okay, so with delivery services,
I'm sorry, I'm listening.
You said delivering as what?
No, I'm saying as for what you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. Okay, so with delivery services, they have multiple deliveries, and a few, I don't know if the delivery services that I do are international, but a few of them are like an app called SHIPT and Instacart. Those to them, which is actually fun for me. You can also do things like delivering food, going to pick up food people and bring them. You can go and meet people and like you were a regular customer, but shop a company to see how well they are performing. You could do things like that. And with delivery services as an extra income, during the pandemic, a lot of people lost their jobs, but the delivery services went up. So as people were losing their job, was with well over $1,000 a week, because nobody wanted to get out, honestly, and nobody really wanted to get their stuff. So I actually did that and made quite a bit of good money doing that. And I do believe that with services like that, side things like that, we should always have that just in case if something fails. You never want to rely on one thing. You always want to have multiple things when it comes down to income like that.
Right. That's a good idea. So I know a lot of people, my opinion, and just kind of what I kind of ran into as well by doing full-time entrepreneurship, wants to have that stability job, for one, with the health benefits. It's cheaper going through a job than doing like independent and going through independent companies, getting health benefits and life insurance, all that, and etc. So some people don't really want to do entrepreneurship because of like the benefits that they will lose from the job. And not just lose for you, you will also lose those benefits for your children.
That is definitely correct.
You said what, Jasmine? Or Unity? You said something, Jasmine?
No.
Oh, all right. But so how do you feel about the whole like health benefits and stuff like that? Because some people don't want to do entrepreneurship because of like the benefits that you will lose doing a regular job.
Right. And I do want to encourage you to identify that because it is a level up. But what I would say, if you're scared of losing your benefits, or if you want to have benefits, it is good that you can have a 9 to 5. You can have those benefits. You don't have to pay as much as being a full-time entrepreneur. But with that, I will also say we allow 18 hours whole life and just paying your full paying insurance out of pocket to that. I do believe that even as a
I'm not sure.
So you can get those benefits. Now, some people just want those benefits.
The connection going in and out. I don't know if it's a headset or what. It's like it keep going in and out. Can you hear me clear?
Yeah. I thought it was just my phone.
Are you able to hear now?
Yeah.
I can hear you. I can hear you, to be honest. I think there's a connection between you three.
You said what?
I can hear you quite clearly, Sharenika and Jasmine and the guest.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can't.
What you was saying again, Jerica? Let's see. Jerica. So while we wait for her to come back in, basically we're talking about the new norm as you guys know, or UK.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's in tier 5. We're in tier 5 in London. There's no one going out, basically. But as you know, people don't really listen. And so unfortunately, he's still trying to put more rules in. But unfortunately, there are people out there who are doing parties, and you're going to get fines now. You need to have a reason to go out with the doctors, or some medical treatment, and basically, yeah, it's quite strict here. I don't know what it's like in America.
Right. So y'all can get a fine if y'all get caught outside without excuse.
Yeah, you have to have a good reason. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What about America?
Right now we're not on lockdown. I got a feeling it's coming, but right now the numbers is going up. Right now they still pushing this vaccine.
Yeah.
There's a big debate in the air about the whole vaccine. Do y'all have a vaccine over there in UK?
Yeah, we've got the Pfizer one that's come through and the Oxford University one. There's 2 of those vaccines. And someone had one done today, and I think it was a new vaccine. I can't remember the name. He posted a picture.
Yes. Welcome back, Jerica. The vaccines that's I know you were speaking. The last thing we was talking health, like the benefit of job. I can hear you better now. Just yes. Do we have? What would you were saying? 9 to 5.
So with the benefits, I was saying that it is still good to have a 9 to 5, whether you have it part time, so you could get those benefits. But I don't encourage people to solely run to 5 just because of a few benefits. Because whenever you're an entrepreneur, you can make that and more, but still be able to pay for benefits out of pocket. It's all about, honestly, good budgeting as well. And so I don't want people to feel like, okay, well, I don't want to do full-time entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship because of benefits. I'm going to have to pay benefits out of pocket. I feel like you're limiting yourself whenever you do, and whenever you basically, you're limiting yourself. And so I would encourage not to limit yourself, number one.
Gotcha. So my thing is, with the 9 to 5, if you try to do 9 to 5 part time, and you're supposed to be doing full time entrepreneurship, one that take away from what you're supposed to be doing or taking away from your purpose, like, can you get easily distracted by your 9 to 5? Let's say you are working a 9 to 5, and then all of a sudden they're telling you, oh, you get promoted to the next level, or you get promoted, in which you end up being your 9 to 5 more, or they need you to stay later. So I feel like sometimes, but everybody's situation is different. But I feel like that 9 to 5 can also, if you're called to full-time entrepreneurship, that 9 to 5 can be a distraction to what you're supposed to do, to the main purpose and your main destiny. But like we said before, everybody's not called to entrepreneurship, and everybody not called to be on nobody. We have to look at the way the world is going. You can't give your job to your child. You can't pass your job down to your child. So you have to establish generational wealth. Generational wealth don't come from your job. So we have to figure out what we can do to start a generational wealth, or start something to pass down a child. These jobs don't care nothing about you. They don't care. Right. We have them in their dreams. So, but
yeah. And you're definitely right about that. And what you said, something very good, and I wrote this in my book, that whenever you're at a job and you're called to do something greater, you are I feel like you're suffocating what I have put on the inside of you. You don't get to reach your greatest potential whenever you are your 9 to 5 a lot. They are 9 to 5, honestly, the real deal. I don't think these network companies, multi-level marketing companies, are the pyramid scheme. No, and I feel like the 9 to 5s are. But whenever you're working there, you kind of forget what God have placed in your imagination, which is your vision of. You forget all these other things, and you start working for somebody else's vision, and then you forget the one that's on the inside of you. So it's very easy to get distracted because you go to a 9 to 5, you come home, you're tired, you're very lethargic, you can't do too much for yourself. And so a lot of people forget and don't even work on their stuff because they with a 9 to 5 they lose all that. So and you definitely can't pass down a 9 to 5 to your children. I wrote also in my book, if you do not own it, if your name is not on it, you can lose it. So if your name is not on Michael Kors, if your name is not on whatever, you could get fired at any point in time. And that goes back to having that backup income, because you can lose it at any time because you don't own it.
Right. That was good. I'm gonna have to write that down as well. Okay, you said your book. You wrote a book?
Yes, I wrote a book. I wrote a book right after I got fired, September the 6th, 2018. And so that pushed me out to write a book, and my first published book that I self-published.
What's the name of the book?
It's called Fired Before Work.
You said
Fired Before Work. It really, it really came about, honestly, as if God was telling me to get out, because I was comfortable there. I knew the people there. I was getting bits.
Right.
I was getting a little bit of praise by the guests, and so I stayed in my comfortable place. But when I got fired, I was like, okay, God, I know you've been telling me to leave, but you had to do it some type of way. And I wound up getting out of there and writing my book then. Wow.
That's powerful. At least you made something positive out of it. Just to recap for all the ones that just now tuned in on Bless Radio on Unified Platform, calling with a question at 079-444-3136. We come down. You mix the beginning of the segment. You can catch it, the full segment on blessradio1.com. Your host, Sharenika Jasmine, co-host Jasmine, and we have our special guest today, Miss Sharenika, and we're talking about the new norm in the United States. Also, my question, basically, what all your books about? I understand you said that about you got fired on your last job, and in which it made you motivated you to write a book. Like, what is your book talking about?
So I talk about while people are at their 9 to 5, and not bad, right? I don't discredit a 9 to 5 because they are paying us to learn something, so I don't discredit a 9 to 5. I encourage people who have a 9 to 5 that's cool, but only having a 9 to 5 is where the problem comes in. Also, that we're on their 9 to 5, that don't go to your 9 to 5 just to go and come home. Learn, try to get into higher positions to learn as much as you can learn, because you can use those things in real life. You can use things in your everyday life. That's teaching you discipline. That's teaching you about accountability. That's teaching you time management. When you're learning about management, you need to know management for when you have your personal business. So learn everything that you can learn. Don't go there just making friends and bros and sissies and all that stuff like that. Go there and learn what they're teaching you, so that if they fire you, you will have something to use whenever you leave, or whenever you get your own thing. And so I talk about that. I talk about time management. I talk about budget, and I talk about just being accountable. And I talk about how to find your gifts and talent, how to design and use them to make side income. So it's kind of a little bit of different things up in the book.
So what does somebody do entrepreneurship and it don't work? Like, they keep failing at it. Like, do you think they should continue to go after entrepreneurship if they keep on failing at being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I think you should always continue to try. And what I say about that is that's why it's important to have accountability in the right circle, because it's easy to fail at something and give up and get discouraged. But if you have the right team members cheering you on, you'll be able to keep going and not give up. Another thing I want to encourage you, if you're in entrepreneurship and you stop and you failed, if you look at the lights that you have turned on right now, they failed multiple times. If you're driving in the car right now, they failed multiple times, and guess what? You're driving in somebody's vehicle. You're driving in somebody's failure that they actually kept going, and made it a success. And so I want to encourage you. You may not get it right the first time, but keep going. You'll get it. And also with the right people in your space, also with the right people, mentorship and coaching, you'll be able to get it. So just be encouraged. Failure one time. Failure is only failure if you stop. But if you keep going, you'll eventually succeed.
That's good. That's good. I like the part where you said you driving and someone else failure. I like that. My question is, because everybody, now I already have an answer, but I'm gonna ask you. What if you can't find the right team? Everybody don't have somebody. Like, what if you can't find that right team? What if you can't find that you can hold you accountable? Because everybody's not accountable. What if you can't find, like, if you look and you know you got greater on you, but you can't find those type of people to help you, like what you have going on. Like, how you handle that? Because everybody don't have somebody they can look, but what if they can't find it?
I totally agree. I totally understand that because I couldn't either. I wound up searching high and low, trying to find somebody to help me, and I kept living. And I finally found somebody. I believe in prayer. I don't know if I believe, but praying to be in partnership with someone to help me and hold me accountable. And I found that. But if someone would like to, I am an accountability coach, and I help to hold people accountable, because that's something that I didn't have, and the importance of accountability, especially when you don't have discipline. If you don't have discipline, then you need accountability. And so if you cannot find accountability, I know I personally can help with accountability, but if you can find somebody, just number one, by little, do what you need to do, because sometimes we kind of fall out of what we're supposed to do. We have so much of a big thing on our plate, but when we break it down little by little, I think you could get more done like that. And so if you just can't do accountability and you don't want to listen to nobody, so just do little by little. I believe that should help.
That's a good answer. Me personally, when I first started out, I was doing my side business at my 9 to 5. Like, literally, it got so point that I didn't have no choice but to leave my 9 to 5 because I got too busy inside business.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and this for the listeners, sometimes you're with that team, or you just can't see it for itself until later on down. But my issue was, I was like, I kept sending people somebody I can look up to, or this and then the third. So what I did, and this is to encourage somebody else, what I did was I worked on me. I stopped forcing myself and started working on me. And so when I started working on me, everything else started aligning in place and started falling into place. So just for somebody out there that, because like the accountability group that I be promoting or whatever, a lot of people want to join that accountability group, but like, are you able to be held accountable? Because with myself, nobody tell me that. Sometimes people still can't tell me that. I'm just be honest.
Right.
I just have those
right.
Don't agree. Do not. Don't. But yeah, sometimes
I agree though.
So sometimes I can be.
We had those moments.
Sometimes I can be like, I got it, or this and that and third. But sometimes you don't want to be. You have to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, do you really want to be held accountable? Because you don't want to waste nobody else.
Right.
And sometimes we can feel like,
right.
oh, accountability. I want somebody to hold me accountable. Really, you don't. Because time somebody correct you, you getting offended. If you're easily offended, then you ain't ready for accountability. Because accountability it's gonna seem like that person offending you, but it's not against you. It's against the OU to bring it's against the OU to the base bring you more out. So it is attack. It's an attack on the OU. So sometimes accountability can feel like attack, and it can feel like, oh, who you think? I'm grown. Like, who was you talking to? So, but everybody,
yep.
So,
yep.
You have to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with what you were saying when you
just said about.
Yeah, when you can't find when you can't find accountability, a lot of times it's because you aren't looking for real, or you aren't really ready.
Yeah.
Like you said, you had to get real with yourself. At the end of the day, there are people that are around us that try to, hold us accountable, and we stray away from it. But when you really make up in your mind that that's something that you really want to do, you surround yourself with like-minded people, people that want some of the same stuff that you want. They will hold you accountable. You don't have to, go searching super hard. It'll come find you.
So, Jerica, after you make your statement, I'm gonna go to this broad debate that a lot of people have this debate on, and I'm gonna ask y'all that question. But what you saying, Jerica?
Y'all said some good things. Honestly, if this was church, we could just say amen and go home. But this is very good. I do want to say, whenever we're finding a team too, it's okay to ask the right questions because everybody that comes in is not going to be assigned to you, or they may try to take from you. And then going back to the accountability portion of it, that a lot of people don't want to be held accountable. Now, we have so many issues because people lack discipline and accountability. Now, if we could get accountability, if a lot of people can be held more accountable, I think we're in a much, much, much better place. But it reflects who we are on the inside and what we have on the inside. Why we don't want us accountable. And I agree once again when you said we're not coming holding people accountable. You're not coming trying to pull them from their past into that greater place that you see. Now, a lot of people don't see greater for themselves, but you may even see greater for somebody else. But you're attacking that person, not attacking that. That's not probably a good word, but you're getting that person from that past place and trying to put them into that future place, that place of purpose. And it will always be uncomfortable because some people are so comfortable in the past.
Right.
And another thing that hinders people from being held accountable is trust. Because I had that problem as well with trust. Well, I say still have a trust problem, but but that's another topic. But anyways, sometimes it's hard for you to find an accountability partner because you have a problem with trusting people. Not only just trust people, trust their friends, family. Times people run into, let's say you get a male accountability coach or a female accountability parents. Sometimes that accountability partner, when they holding you accountable, sometimes it can come off like, oh, they've been your mom or your daddy holding you accountable, and so now you're looking at it, you feel insulted, you feel like they're attacking you, but it's not them. You have a mom and daddy issue that you have to deal with that. So now your trust is messed up how your parents treated you when that's not them. So that's also another problem that people have to face, that if you have a trust issue, sometimes it's hard for people to hold you accountable if you have a trust problem.
not just trust, but pride. Successful holding on to pride and not being willing to humble yourself and
That's
you
right.
know,
Right.
take criticism, constructive, take, be teachable. If you can't be teachable, then there's no point in trying to, all of those things are things that you have to take into account, when you self-evaluate yourself before you even try to think about, asking somebody else to take on that responsibility of keeping you accountable, because you won't receive nothing if you don't put a handle on those things.
That's
Right.
good. So that leads me to my question. This a debate a lot of people have. Do you believe in the term that you are who you hang around?
Yep.
Why?
Yes. Yes.
Because you as
I
far
believe that.
as far as what you put in front of yourself.
You said what?
I said you can only see as far as what you surround yourself with, and surround yourself with.
And why you say that, Jericho?
I say that now this could be like a 80-20 type of thing. But for the most part, you are who you're around. Now we hear all the time, birds of a feather flock together, and also if you see the 5 people in your circle, you'll be the 6th. We hear that, but I do believe if you're strong enough, sometimes you can be the change for somebody else. Now, constantly hanging around that person, then you may fall off track. But I feel like this is an 80-20 type of thing, to where you can also change the people that you can have so much power and so much impact to be able to change somebody that you hang around, because that may be your assignment to hang around them.
True. I agree.
At that particular moment.
But see, with that, well, I agree and I disagree. I agree to that because people can be your assignment. The part I disagree with, to some people will use that as a crutch to stay in their comfort place. Because sometimes people, because like the terminology, the birds of afraid to connect with higher people, if that makes any sense. And sometimes we feel like we're not good enough to. Because sometimes I had those feeling like, oh no, I ain't good enough with that person. I ain't good enough. And then like the people that I thought I wasn't around, like even when I was working at Tyler Perry Studios, they was clinging to me, and I was like, y'all some millionaires and billionaires. Why would you want to cling to me? But it was me being authentic, transparent, and me being real, and I'm just being or whatever. And so it's like sometimes people feel intimidated, or sometimes people feel they're not worthy enough to hang out with this certain crowd, so they'll settle for this lower crowd with mediocre. And not only that, people, you can be assigned to people, but I feel like it can be for a season, because at the end of the day, if everybody is on 2% and you on 10%, and you always giving out, now I'm speaking for myself. If you always giving out, pouring out, eventually you're going to be drained, and you can't pour from no empty cup. And you can get drained. People can drain the life out of you. And so if you always motivating, always encouraging your circle, always motivating your circle, always like basically just pouring out, and nothing getting poured back into you, it can drain you. like 20 is good, but I feel like just my opinion. I just feel like it's good for a season because now if people pouring back into you, that's totally different. I'm speaking on if you're in those groups that nothing is getting poured into you and you pouring out. I'm speaking on that perspective.
Yeah.
Or if somebody's being around you and they're not trying to learn that the program becomes pointless. It can't really be a 80-20 if, you know, they're not, it's just stagnant if it's not going anywhere.
I'm gonna let you finish. Let me write it down. I'm writing it down. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You all right. But yeah, you know, you could be the person that's pulling the other people, or you can surround yourself around, you know, where you want to be. But like I said, it has to be a like-mindedness all the way around the table, no matter what level any of the people are, you know, are on. If the mindset isn't the same, then it ain't gonna go nowhere. Ain't no point in, you know, wasting your value when it ain't needed. You know, you could be needed elsewhere.
Right, that's good. That's good.
Yes, I agree.
So I'm listening to Jericho. You said
I said I agree that y'all have. I was just saying that I agree the way that y'all came with y'all on that.
And also another thing with that, what Jasmine was saying, with people being stagnant, sometimes people act like they want help. Sometimes like they need help, but really they just want somebody to baby them. Because if you acting like you always want help, but the time somebody help you and you ain't never applying it, and you keep calling need advice, but you never apply it. Then you call back again, need advice, but you never apply it. You want somebody to baby you.
Right.
And that can sometimes drain the life out of you because now you acting like you need help when really you want to have a pity party or you just want some attention. So that those type of people aggravate my nerves. I need patience for that type. And we almost said our out. So just to recap, we're talking about today the new norm. We have our guest is Sharenika Jasmine, co-host Jasmine. We are Blessed Radio, based out of London, UK. We're coming from the on Unified Platform. Call in with your question statements or whatever at 079-444-31366. If you just started tuning in and you missed the hour, you can hit bless.com to catch the replay because it is live. So let's turn up with Miss Jerica. So I know you said you went through different things in the market, the workplace, whatever. So what other things that you went through, like doing, like in your life, like what else did you go through in your life that helped motivated you to like do your own thing outside of the whole getting fired from the job? Is there anything else that you had like went through that motivated you to like go forth and do something that you know like, okay, life is more than this. Life is, it gotta be more than life than this.
Growing up, and my family, I am blessed to have both of my parents. I'm blessed to be able to come from a background of being a God lover, but in even in that, we still did not have it all. I remember like times where I could not do certain things at school because my parents didn't have it. They didn't have the money, and so it's just so many times that I can just remember that we just didn't have it all. Now, my dad, he tried to do as much as he could, and I'm grateful for him because he did show that in the midst of not having, I still can go out and provide. So that was a good thing for me. But being in a family of four and the middle child, and not having and seeing lateness bills and seeing different things like that, that made me and encouraged me to go out and do more. That is really my motivation, honestly, to just be more and to do more, because it's like they had a cap and I break that cap for them. And so that's why I'm doing and trying to do more now in life. And just coming across different people as well in friendship, quote unquote. Well, if y'all can see me, but quote unquote friendship. And how that took a turn in my life. It helped me to do better. And two major things that to just break out and try to do more.
Gotcha. So, back then, did people look at you different because you didn't have what they had? Like, did you ever experience people like treating?
No.
Did they treat you different?
They didn't physically treat me different, or they did. I can probably count one hand of the people that I know.
Gotcha.
In high school and junior high. Now you have those people that you talk to here and there. Hey, how you doing and stuff like that, but just click tight and hanging around and all that stuff. I didn't have that many people because I wasn't popular. So, but they didn't treat me like too different, as in picking on me and stuff like that. No.
Gotcha. As for you, okay. Okay, so we got a question that came in, a caller. When you stated treat you different, was that amongst your own community or others?
Was that amongst my own community for like the community of my school?
Yeah, I'm assume skin color.
Can you repeat that question one more time?
I'm gonna assume skin color. When you say that you was treated different, was it amongst your own community or others? So basically, like how I'm taking that question, was it among your own skin color or other people?
Okay, so I wouldn't say that I was, like I think I mentioned, I wasn't treated too differently. I just didn't have too many friends. Now, it wasn't people just around picking on me, you know, because I didn't have any. I don't remember even experiencing racial, anyone. And so I was just more so the person that was in the corner, and too many people, they knew my name, but they didn't talk to me like that. So I didn't have any issues with too many people.
Gotcha. And I got another question came in that did you ever face racism? Have they ever played a role in your perception towards yourself or others?
No, it didn't, because when people are racist, I feel like that's a hate within their self, and I feel like you have to be a bit more mature on your end, understand that that's more so of a personal issue for that person. They're just hateful. And so I personally haven't received any racism, but now you can tell whenever you go places, some people may much care for my color. And then, like, if, for instance, I'll give an example. I went to PetSmart, and this lady, I watched her how she gave good customer service to someone else. And then when it was like, oh, you forgot how to do your job, or get slept on your job, and I peeped that out. Now, I didn't personally address her like, oh, you being racist, you don't like black people. I didn't do any of that, but I wind up letting her know that you didn't acknowledge me like you did the other person. Now, it have been times where certain things like that happen, where I was in the store and they may put your change on the counter like I'm supposed to pick it up. I'm like, no, ma'am, my hand is out. Can you pick that up and put it in my hand? Because this is going to be a respect thing. And so stuff like that I have received, but
gotcha. And we got another
like calling you names and all that.
Gotcha. That makes sense. We got another question came in. As a strong black woman in America, in a situation that's seen worldwide, how would you encourage and empower others around you?
You said as a strong black woman in America, how will I empower?
So basically, everything that's going on right now in America with the other race killing blacks, and how would you encourage and empower others around you? Seeing how a lot of our black men are dying,
Constantly.
a lot of different stuff that's going on to black people in America, how would you encourage other people or empower other people around you? Like, what would you say to them?
Well, me as a person that I am, I'm always constantly being an encourager. So whatever I get personally for the particular day from God to encourage, I just encourage. Now, it's different things that I may say, but continue to keep. I do leave trouble, issues, all that different stuff does not last always. It may seem like it just does not last always, but also continuing to give my smile, continuing to give what God has placed on the inside of me, which is my voice, my smile, because a lot of people need just maybe simply a smile, even in this time, because it's a lot going on.
Right.
It's a lot you hearing on the news. It's a lot that you're hearing on social media, and they just may need to see my picture with a smile, or just that encouraging word. Don't give up. Right. Don't give up. Keep the faith, even in this time. Because faith is what is going to move certain things into place. And right. So those are just some different things that I would personally say. Now, it's many more things that you can say, even in this time, so much more that would take probably the whole thing, but those are just a few things.
Yeah, I think what you do in itself, your platform, your accountability platform, I think it helps a lot of people in our community. Just like you were just saying, when you went into that store and you were treated differently, what you stand for, entrepreneurship, people and becoming more bosses. I think it changes the game for our community in itself, because it gives us the opportunity to be the ones in charge and the ones, in calling the shots on, policies and how we want to be treated, how we want to treat other people, what can or can't be allowed, as far as not just, with benefits or, money, but actually instilling a new norm, as far as business goes for the Black community, being different and setting, just setting an example that hasn't been made. A lot of us are subject to the faults of a lot of white businesses because we don't feel that we can step out. And so I feel like what you stand for, it really gives hope, and it really motivates people to step up and take charge and to know that they can branch out. And I honestly, I think everything you stand for is empowering.
Yeah.
As you know, as far as our community and Black women, you know, being able to be strong and stand on your own, you know, work for yourself, you know, hire other people, create a brand, hold other people, you know, accountable in our community. I think all of that is empowering, and I commend you for that. I have another question I want to ask y'all too. I was thinking recently, it came by me, you know, we were talking earlier about generational wealth and you know, benefits and all of that. I wanted to ask y'all, how do y'all feel about life insurance? Because there are so many of our people who don't want to invest in life insurance because it's like, you know, some people think of it as a waste of money. Some people think of, you know, they don't want to set themselves up to die. I know those used to be my thoughts until recently, but y'all feel about that? I mean, to me, that gives me a really great sense of security as far as my kids are concerned. If anything were to ever happen to me, no matter because you know we need 9 to 5 people. If we ain't got no 9 to 5 people, you know, everybody can't be a boss. But for the people that are 9 to 5, or the people that, you know, are trying to be entrepreneurs, I think that would be another great step in our community, to, you know, have some security, secure some generational wealth for our kids to have when we're not there. I mean, you know, if my kids, you know, something happened to me and they come into a $2 million policy, you know, they could really do something with that as far as trying to, you know, start a business or you know, branch out. And I don't know. I just think it's really controversial. I agree with it. There are a lot of people that don't believe in life insurance. I don't know why, but how y'all feel?
So, my opinion, is really embarrassing. This whole that we have to even make now. This is not for everybody. This is my opinion. I feel like it's embarrassing that we have to even create GoFundMe accounts for a funeral. Now, if somebody just didn't have it, it's not for you. I'm speaking on people that even people that work 9 to 5, they still choose not to get life insurance because I don't want that extra money to come out my check, and it can only be $1 or $2 number coming out your check. That's just sad. And now that it got people that you can buy all this stuff, you can get all the latest shoes come out, you can get all the latest this, but you don't have no life insurance. You can't take all this stuff with you. So I feel like it's embarrassing when somebody leave here and everybody else got to take up your slack that you didn't do and try to come up with money to try to bury you. I feel like it's selfish. To me,
or take care of your kids when you got kids and you leave kids behind. You know, not just the funeral, but everything else.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, that is that yeah. I feel like that's something that do need to be talked about, and it needs to shed light on it because a lot of people don't take it serious. A lot of people don't really have answers on why they don't want to get life insurance. A lot of people feel like, oh, I'm not dying no time soon, or don't want to spend that extra money. But it's sad.
Yeah,
it's very sad.
Yeah.
Did you have anything to that, Erica, before I go to the
It definitely everybody know. Yeah, so it definitely is that everyone know their birth date, but not everyone know their death date. And so I believe that we must be prepared. This life is all about us being prepared as well. And I believe that if 2020 taught us anything, it taught us that people are leaving here quickly, number one, and that we should have a plan as she said in place, which is life insurance. Now, real estate is one thing that will get you wealthy, but life insurance, depending on how much you have, is another thing that will you and set you up for wealth. And so I believe is no excuse. Like if you budgeted incorrectly, now Sharenika, I know you were saying about the 9 to 5 and people don't want to do that or can't afford that. But if you know how to budget and budget it incorrectly, you can easily do $15 a month, $20 a month, $30 a month. Just stop eating one day. To get your family set up. I believe it's selfish. It's selfish not to have it. And if you don't have it now, this is not condemnation to anyone who don't have it now, because life happens. But with the conversation that we have it now, it's encouragement to you. It's not condemnation to you, but it's encouragement to get it.
Right.
You start off small, and then later on you can build it up. Later on you make it get a bigger policy, but right now do something. And so,
also another problem is sometimes people feel like stuff should be handed to them. Like even what's going on now in the United States, we got a lot of. When I say a lot available, you probably can get free life insurance right now. It's so many resources, so many funding, so much stuff available, but we don't want to do our research. We don't want to do nothing. We don't want to do no work behind it. Some of us or some people want it to be given to them. Yep. It's so much out there. Like even the homeless people making money. Like I be seeing them pulling out a whole stack by standing on the side of the road. Like you said, I agree. The $15, that's nothing. We spend it in one day. So
I spend it on fast food.
Right. So sometimes you gotta put your habit on the budget. You got a bad habit of drinking, or you got a bad habit of going out, you got a bad habit of eating out. Put your habit on the budget and do what you gotta do. That's important. But yeah, I agree with both of y'all. Now back to what we were saying. I know you, Miss Jerica, you said something about when you was growing up or whatever, and the type of family you came from. You said y'all didn't really have it like that. Do you feel like when you grew up, did that cause a little pride in you? Did it make you a little prideful, or you're not sure?
I'm not sure if that part made me prideful, but I know I have been prideful. And pride is something that I work on not to have daily.
So
I'm not sure. I know pride enters.
From my experience, that what made me prideful. Growing up, outsiders looking in, thinking y'all got it all together, thinking just because your family together, or you in a 2-parent household and they've been together for a long time, and this, that, and third, and it looked good on the outside or whatever, but it was a lot of mess going on in the inside. But I wouldn't say we struggled bad, but it was still a struggle. And so it kind of made me a little prideful because it was like when I grew up, it's like now I feel like I got a point to prove. Like, I gotta prove this, I gotta prove that, gotta prove this, gotta prove that. So it kind of made a little pride there. That's why I asked that question. Did it make you a little prideful? Because it did make me a little prideful, and it also messed up my ego. And so that was something I had to deal with in the past. And so that's just something to think about. Now I know. Now, as for my bad, as for let me do a recap. So today we're talking about a new norm coming from all the way from the United States of America. We're on Blessed Radio on Unified Platform. Host Sharenika Jasmine, co-host Jasmine Williams. Our special guest today is Miss Sharenika, in which she is dropping straight knowledge. If you have missed the beginning part, you can catch the whole segment on Blessed Radio, the number1.com. No matter what questions you have, call in at 079-444-31366. So, back to, you were speaking on as for getting fired at several jobs. Like, how many jobs did you get fired from?
Sheesh. Well, not too many, y'all. I actually got fired and laid off from about, had 8 jobs in all.
You said 8 jobs?
So I have had 8 jobs in all, and I've got fired, laid off from about 3.
Gotcha. So as for those jobs, did you ever experience like racial profile at the job? Like, people, did anybody treat you different? Did anybody treat you different from how you look, or how you talk, or how you act? Did anybody treat you different from your personality? Did you ever experience any racial profile at any job that you had?
Not from them being as bold. You know, you have those sneaky ones who think you they little servants and slaves. You have those type, like, bring me my food, give me this, do that, go when I say jump, when I tell you to jump. You have those type of people.
Gotcha.
And they don't reward you for your service because they think they're still in days, I guess. But that's about it. Working at those companies is usually the gifts. Now, or as the management and stuff like that, not 100%. No one have ever came to me sideways or anything like that. Now, they need to have some people that are my color seem like they right now more than.
It went out. You repeat that? I think it froze. You still there, Jerica? Yeah, she's still there. Jerica. Can you hear me, Jasmine? Jasmine.
Yeah, I hear you.
You there, Jerica? Jerica. Let's see. Okay, I gotta bring her back on.
Yeah, it says she left. She gotta come back on.
Yeah, I think it's a connection. Let me bring her back on. While we waited, Jasmine, so I saw you were interested in life insurance. Did you just start something with life insurance?
No, I just recently got some, and I got an offer to get my license, and I'm considering it because of the amount. I mean, just how passionate I am about it now. I recently had some, people close to me that passed away that didn't have it, and I've watched two families struggle to try to bury their loved ones, and they left so much carnage in their wake, and it's just I don't want to use the term embarrassing, but I mean it's really, it saddens my heart that with the way stuff is going nowadays with COVID, people dying left and right. It's just like I really want people. I'm really considering it because I really want people to be aware and to have some encouragement from people my age that understand the importance of it. A lot of people they don't have any knowledge of how cheap it is, and how you can get a Netflix account where you got $15 and $20 coming out your account, and you're not even missing it. Think of the same thing with life insurance. You can just have it coming right out, and that's even if you don't have an account. If you $15-$20, that's nothing. You can ask for that, as opposed to I think people fail to realize the importance of it, and so that's why I posed the question, because I'm considering just taking up that license just so I can educate people, not just our community but all communities, about the importance of life insurance and how it will set your kids and your family members, give them an opportunity to come into something after you're gone, and take care of you and them. So yeah.
Gotcha. And we got Jerica back on live. I have another question, Ms. Jerica. Back to what we were saying on the entrepreneurship side, and I know you said you got fired and laid off several jobs, around 8. As for if it's made you go into entrepreneurship and it motivates you in the entrepreneurship world, but as for people, people say the terminology, "Oh, you're doing too much. It don't take all that." Why do you feel like people say you don't take all that, or you're doing too much? Like, what is that? Because some people feel like it don't take all that. Then some people feel like, yes, it does take all that. Like, why do you feel like people will use that terminology that it don't take all that? You ain't got to be posting about your business every single day. You don't have to post. You don't have to post time a day. Ain't nobody liking your stuff anyway. Ain't nobody sharing. Nobody paying attention to you. So what's the purpose of you doing that? It don't take all that. Why do you feel like people have that mindset? Because somebody listening right now feel like it don't take all that. Like, I ain't got
now, right. Some people say it out of jealousy. Some people say it out of ignorance. People say it out of different reasons. But I want to encourage everyone that is listening. It does take all of that, and it sometimes takes more. If you look at the news 3 times a day, ain't nobody telling the news it don't take. Only come on half of a day. Only come on one time a day. The news station and tell them don't come on anymore.
Right. That's good. Also, that was a good scenario that you used. I think you froze again. You there, Jerica? Jerica, go out, Jerica, and I'm gonna bring you back in. Yeah, I think it's her connection. But yes. So So, like she was saying, yes, as for the news, we don't have no control over it, and they will keep, okay, let me ring her back in. But yeah, that was a good standpoint that she gave, a good scenario that she gave. But yeah, it's a lot of people feel like because entrepreneurship, like we said earlier, is not for everybody, and sometimes if it's not for you, sometimes you will try to put your struggles on somebody else. Don't try to discourage somebody else just because it's not for you. Don't try to make somebody else feel bad and feel like they shouldn't be doing it just because it's not for you. Because what's for you is for you. You have to look at your vision and your destiny, your lifestyle. You can't put your burdens or how you feel or your opinions on somebody else just because of you failed at it. Or sometimes failure can make you put your opinions on other people and make you just disagree. Just like some people say, it's a big debate. Some people say, oh, you should work on one thing, master that one thing, and then don't do nothing else. Make your 6 figures off that one thing. Then you have the other people say, oh, no, I'm creative. I can't work on one thing, so I'm working on multiple things. And then it's like a debate back and forth. Then one person say, well, you can't work on multiple things, then you'll be all over the place. And so it's like it's good to have healthy debates. It's a lot of stuff that we really need to talk about, and it's okay to agree to disagree.
Right.
Sharenika?
Yes, Unity?
Yeah, what does she do? What does your guest do?
I think she lost connection. I'm calling her.
No, what does she do? Like, what is her work?
Oh, she's accountability coach. She's an author. She do delivery, so she do like drop shipping, Instacart. No matter what type of delivery it is, from food, like she's like a person that organized deliveries.
Okay, cool.
So
that means, has she got a setup? Has she got a setup where she's actually employing people now?
That I'm not sure, but I'm kind of like 50%. I'm not sure.
Right.
Because
so when she says people should do entrepreneurship, which she's right, you got to think out of the box. No, you can't just do 9 to 5 and just sit around and wait for something miracle to happen. I agree with her there, because I think you need to do other things as well on the side. I was just wondering, is she doing anything like that by giving people some sort of training?
Yes, now she do that. She do training with the deliveries. She do training with coach. She do coaching, and she help people establish their business, help people hold people accountable in their business. So that's pretty much her lane with Ask for.
So she does mentor people. But that's great, because some people some people just do something, they become entrepreneurial, but it's just about them. So basically she's doing it, and she's also empowering people and bringing communities with her.
Right.
Wow, that's a really good thing. Yeah, I like that.
She tried the job thing several times, and for what reason she never could keep a job. But sometimes how I look at it, as for sometimes you can be a threat to the company. Okay, Jerry going with us. So how I look at it is you can be a threat to the company, and if your company is jealous of you and they see that you can become higher than them, sometimes they will go just because they don't want you to go higher than them. And they see that over you. They see that you can be better than them. And so instead of them losing their position or getting demoted, they were like, let me just get rid of her because she's competition. But Miss Jerica, you're back?
I'm back. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on.
No, you're fine. You're okay. It's understandable. Miss Unify was asking, what all do you do?
Okay, and I do want to say this. I don't know how much people heard me about it. Don't take all that. For everyone that's listening, it does take all that and more. The news come on every day. Don't nobody tell the news to stop playing the news. don't come on 3 times a day. So they're planting what they want to plant. I want to encourage you to just take all that. So post your business, post whatever you want to post, and whoever don't, how about they unfollow you? So just be encouraged about that. All I do, I'm an accountability coach. I help with time management and budgeting. So when we talk about their life insurance, I'm like, y'all just budget. I also help people who want to write books and publish their books. Help them do that. And there's some more few things I do as far as real estate, and I'm getting into some other stuff like that. And so those are just a few things that I do.
What?
Wow.
How can people get hold of you on the platform, your social media?
Say that one more time, please.
Hi, I was just wondering if people wanted to contact you. Are you on? Can I have your social media, like your Instagram, Facebook?
Yes, I am mainly on Facebook. So my Facebook is JERRICA JREDD Brumfield, B as in boy, RUM as in Mary, F as in Frank, IELD as in dog. So that's Jerica J. Red Brumfield. I do have a personal page, but that is my business word off of.
Right. Now, I was going to ask you, obviously you said you help people write books and you mentor people, you help them budget. Obviously then there's a criteria, like obviously how much do you charge people, and if people from abroad would like to contact you and say, look, can you do this? Have you got some legality put into place as well here?
I'm not sure if it did.
Hi, Shanika. Did you hear my question, darling?
I'm sorry.
Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay.
What was that?
Well, I was saying that obviously now you're being aired to UK as well, so obviously a lot of viewers will listen to you. And if they wanted to get in contact with, let's say, for instance, they wanted to write a book or have some mentor or get involved with various little, issues, and how would you charge? Obviously, there must be a charge for this. So, would they be able to find that information on the website?
Yes, they will be able to find it on the website. I have my website on there, www.jericabrumfield.com, and they can go on there. I also work with people if they want to do 15 days or 30 days, and this is accountability. And I meet them where they at and what they want to do, and help them accomplish that thing at that 30 days. Now, they could go longer than 30 days, but I do say give it 30 days so that you can see the results that you want to see and get from this place called stuck.
Hey, brilliant. And if you're obviously helping starting up businesses for people, is there some legality involved in here? Obviously, for America and USA and UK would be a bit of a different dilemma, won't it?
So when it comes to the UK, I definitely do not know all the laws and stuff over there when it comes to that. But with working with me now, I could help them to do the starting of the business. But when it comes to like setting up your entity and all that extra stuff, when it comes to all that stuff, now you all may have different types of laws and different things like that I personally do not know about. So that's something that I will have to check out and it's okay not to know. So that's something that I can research and look into when it comes down to the foundational part of it.
Okay, brilliant.
That's good. And Jerica, correct me if I'm wrong. You said www.jerricabrumfield.com. Jerrick. I'm sorry. JERRICABRUMFIELD.com.
.com. That is correct.
So if anyone in UK needs accountability partner that wants to connect with her, go to her website, go to her social media page, Jerica Brumfield, connect with her on Facebook, and just stay connected with whatever she have coming up in the future. So we're down to our last 20 minutes. Just a recap. We're on Blessed Radio on Unified Platform, coming all the way from the United States. I am your host, Sharenika Jasmine, co-host Jasmine Williams, and we have our special guest today, Ms. Sharenika Brumfield. We are talking about the new norm in the United States. If you missed the whole show, you can tune in at www.blessradio1.com to catch the full episode. So you still have time to call in with your last final questions at 079-444-31366. So Ms. Jerica, been giving us a lot of knowledge on the entrepreneurship world. Any other advice would you have, Ms. Jerica, for anybody that trying to pursue the entrepreneurship? Because it's like like I said, this is a new norm, and we know we're headed for another shutdown in place for America to get control of this coronavirus. And so when we did the first shutdown, that's when more entrepreneurs came out and a lot of business people start focusing on, okay, now what if, because a lot of jobs ended, a lot of jobs went out of business. So by that job went out of business, that means their employees was out of a job. So a lot of people, unemployment rate was up very high. So while a lot of people was in the house and stuck in the house not doing anything else, they start being creative and start thinking in their mind, like, what can I possibly do while I'm just sitting here? So a lot of people end up starting forming their own business, or even not forming a business, but they start coming up with some type of business, like what I need to do for backup. So basically anything else, any other advice, because now we got a lot of business owners that's out there. Now we got a lot of people that trying to start a business, but the fact of, now this is what a lot of people's problem is, and this is what my problem was, so I can encourage somebody regarding that as well. When you're starting a business, stop looking at other people's stuff. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop always dwelling on other people's stuff, because sometimes that can pervert your gift that you have and what God gave you. So when you're trying to start something, it's not healthy to always looking at somebody that is doing better than you, because now you're going to dim your light because you're looking at what they're doing. No, you need to focus on you. So is it any other encouragement that you would give to all these new, somebody that wants to start, but a lot of people also, another problem, a lot of people want to start, but they feel like, oh, I'm not going to have support. Or too many people are already doing this. Or people already don't count themselves out with negative words already before they even got started, even though they know what they want to start it, but they don't cancel themselves out already. So is there anything, advice or any other positive words that you would give to encourage people that wants to start a business? And like even with UK have been on shutdown for how long, Unify?
We've been, the shutdown, lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown. How long y'all been on lockdown?
Oh God, it seems like forever, over a year now. Even with the breaks we had, there was no point. We're in tier 5, and I think he's going to prolong it now till I think it's going to go to May. A lot of people lost their jobs.
Right. So this will be something very important. What advice would you give to the listeners that listen as for entrepreneurship and stuff like that? Because a lot of people just in the house and trying to figure out what they want to do next.
Yeah. So my first thing is thank you everyone for staying this long and tuning into the broadcast. It says a lot about you. So thank you so much for staying in this long. But I do want to say that I think over 17 million people lost their jobs 2020 alone, and we don't want to continue to add to that number. We want to be able to create jobs. We want to be able to create opportunities for other people, and we only can do that whenever we become entrepreneurs ourselves. And so, if you don't know what to do, how to do it, I am here to help you to pull out those great ideas that are already in you that you just don't even know how to articulate. Those things that is or things that you didn't even see in yourself. I'm here to restore you back and to help you get to where you really want to go. And also, I do want to encourage you to start speaking life. If you have said, well, I can't do this, I have fear and different things, life and death is in your tongue. So that means if you speak negative, you get negative. If you speak positive, you get positive. But we want to be able to reconstruct our words to form positive atmosphere and to form a positive future for ourselves. And so that's what I'm here for, is to hold you accountable to your words, hold you accountable, and to help you to get there. And the pandemic let us know that we need something extra. As y'all been out of as y'all been on lockdown, the pandemic have let us know if we can go to a physical place, we can start doing something online and making money. It's so many people online, and I want to encourage everybody to start doing something now. You don't have to fear because you have somebody near to cheer you on and to help you where you at. And so that is my encouragement to everyone.
That was good. That was good. And as for the listeners as well, don't let low self-esteem stop you. Don't let not being motivated stop you. Don't let lack of support stop you. Because sometimes we look for, you know, a lot of people, they'll say, oh, I don't got no support. Or people support popularity. People support popularity. First of all, we need to stop focusing on who popular and who not popular, and stop focusing on that people support popularity. Because my thing is, it's not even really about popularity. Those people that you might look at as popular, they might have put in the work. And not only that, people buy into confidence. You have to be confident in whatever you're selling. If you're not confident in what you're selling, why should I be confident in buying it if you're not even confident in selling it? So you have to build up your confidence as well to sell what you're selling and know your worth. Stop allowing people, now I'm talking about myself, stop allowing people to get over on you. Stop allowing people to use up your time. Time is money. Utilize your time to doing something productive. We killing too much time doing stuff for free. We don't do a lot of free stuff. Now I'm not saying, because sometimes you might, or God will lead you to this person or that person or help this person, whatever. But we can't do everything for free. We can't do every single thing for free. And so, and because the thing about it, why people don't respect you. If you got it for free, you don't have no value. But if you spent a lot of money on something, you're going to value that. If you got something for free, you're not going to really care if you show up or not. You're not going to care if you pay attention or not. You're not going to really care if you just, you're not going to care. You probably forget about it because it was free. There's no value in free. But if you pay for something, then it will have value to it. So my encouragement for those that if something you feel like you need to raise up your prices, or you feel like, okay, I wasn't charging for this, now I want to start charging or whatever. And this goes for you too, Jerica, because I don't know what your prices are, but I feel like your worth is a lot, and just and it's good that you, like what Jasmine said, your approach and your platform. I salute you as well as a Black woman that's helping the community and just staying strong and doing full-time entrepreneurship. You said since 2018. That by itself alone is powerful. Could have gave up. Shoot, plenty of times. I've been doing this now since August of last year, and I don't have my moments that okay, I want to go back to work. Go back to work. I want to go back to work.
Right.
No,
it's easy.
It's entrepreneurship. So, but sometimes it do get weary. But just to encourage other people that do what don't let nobody manipulate you. You know what your worth is. Stick to what you're worth. And so again, just to recap, if you want to connect with Miss Jerica, her website is www.jerricabromfield.com. JERRICK. I keep saying CK. I'm sorry. JERRICABRUMFIELD.com. And I love the fact that you said that we need to be in position that we the one that create jobs and we create opportunities for other people. So I love that. Was very powerful. Jasmine, do you have anything that you want to encourage the people before we leave in our last 10 minutes?
Yes, I do. I got this one from you, to be honest. And I struggle with this too, so I just wanted to let the people know. A lot of people, one of the main reasons why people don't strive for entrepreneurship or branching out on their own is from fear of failure. And so I just wanted to encourage, everybody and let them know you should go into it knowing, expecting to fail. A lot of times you won't learn. You learn a lot from failure.
Right.
You learn how to get back up. You learn what to do the next time, how to, change or how to move. And so I just want to encourage everybody and let them know, whatever ideas you have, don't stop. If the first thing doesn't work out, try again. If that doesn't work out, keep trying, because perseverance is what brings, success, true success. You have to, defy the odds. You have to be willing to make failure, a new norm, because that's how we learn. That's how we keep going, is by, not being scared to fail. You fail by not trying. That's how you truly fail. So that's my encouragement for the people.
You better preach. That's so true, because we will plan for success, but we won't plan for failure.
Right.
When failure is good. Failure, you learn a lot during your failure time, but not only that, failure kills pride. Failure kills your ego. A lot of people don't nobody want to fail. Don't nobody want to go through rejection. Don't nobody want to hear no. But every no gets you closer to your yes. But not only that, it's good to have rejection, because you don't want to be at your wrong. You don't want to be trying to cater to the wrong audience. Not only that, you don't want to be at the wrong place. So failure is good. So we have to appreciate failure. And this got people out there, several business that I know, several people I know, when I was working in the arts and entertainment world, it's certain people say out their mouth that these are investors. These men invest millions of dollars in certain business. They want you to be making a certain amount a year. Some of them, they want you to make a minimum $100K a year, but they want to see your paperwork, have all your stuff together. But they specifically said out their mouth, I'm not investing in nobody's business unless they don't fail 10 times.
Right.
They have failed 10 times in order for me to invest in their business, and then I would know they're ready. But they literally said that out of their mouth, and they want that person to be making a certain amount a year. But they want people that they don't want nobody. If you never failed in your business, they don't want to invest in you. They don't want to invest in those type of people. They want to invest in people that have failed 10 times, because they have failed over 10 times. So don't be afraid of failure. Nobody wants to plan to fail. We're not telling you, oh, you're gonna fail this and that and third. But you just have to wake up and understand that trials and tribulations come when you're on that life. But also, to catch her book, Jerica book, Fired Before Work, which is also a it motivates you. For all the UK listeners, if you were to got fired from your job and you kind of discouraged, that was your only source of income, this book can encourage you. Her website is jkb.bigcartel.com. That's jkb.bigk. I keep saying K. Lord have mercy. I'm country, y'all. jkb.bigcartel.com. So to catch her book, look her up, get her book so you get motivated while you're in the house. But any other last encouragement that you have for the people, Miss Jerica?
Yeah, don't be discouraged by no's. Once you get that yes, it's not even like you received the no. So y'all just be encouraged. We hear stuff like this. You don't hear things like this by happenstance or by coincidence. It's by divine purpose that you are able to hear stuff like this, so that you can change, or that you can pass this information on to someone else. You may know someone else that may be at a 9-to-5, or you may know someone else that's lacking accountability or don't have life insurance, all the stuff that we covered today. And now you're able to give them the proper answer. You're able to help them or to refer them to one of the ladies that's on the call or myself. And it's just not by accident. And so you all just be encouraged. I'm glad that you all stay on. I know that better is definitely your portion, and you're going to be able to see better. Why? Because you was on this call and you got more information. The more information we get, the better we can get, long as we apply it. So you have to apply it. And thank you so much, everyone.
That was good. And to our listeners, the ones that stayed on the whole time, the ones that even if you tune in, you tune out, to everybody, thank you for tuning in today on our show today. If you're just coming back in, just a recap, you can catch the full segment on blessradio1.com, BLESSRADIO, the number 1.com, to catch the full episode. Also, we're wrapping it up. Our today's topic was the new norm. We had our special guest, Miss Jerica Bromfield, your host, Sharenika Jasmine, co-host, Jasmine Williams, on Bless Radio on Unified Platform. We thank you all, and just stay encouraged. Don't give up. If you got fired from your job, it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. Literally, everything happens for a reason. And so, also, don't let that stop you. Don't let your job have power over you, because if you feel like your world has stopped because you're in a shutdown, you feel like the world has stopped because of what you're going through, you have made that have power over you. So you control your situation. Don't let your situation have control over you. So that's my advice to all the people that's off of a job right now, and just make the best of it, because it's purpose behind every single thing. Sometimes we don't go after certain things until certain things happen. Sometimes it takes for something bad to happen to us to make us go back on the right path, to make us go back in purpose, to make us like fall back in place. So everything happens for a reason. You probably neglected. You probably so focused on somebody else's vision, somebody else's dreams, that you neglected your own dreams. Now you're in the house, even though you're struggling financially, but you probably thinking about, okay, well, I did always want to cook. I did always want to cater. Or I did always want to write a book or whatever. Now you got that time. Utilize your time to be busy. Utilize your time to do whatever you got to do to make yourself successful, because success, we all describe success as different. Success is whatever you describe, and peace, happiness, and joy. So that sums up our segment today. Again, you can catch the whole replay on blessradio1.com. Thank you for tuning in, And this is the end of our segment. Anything else, Unify?
Hello. Hi. Thank you for coming on. Thank you so much. Especially to our guest.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's been an honor. It's been an honor. I'm glad in this time that we are in right now, especially with this pandemic, why these kind of strong words and this kind of empowerment is so useful. Like you said, Shanika, we're at home. You live your passion now. Live your dreams. You know, you've got hobbies. Follow them through. God knows where it could go to. You just don't know. Don't let it go. Don't be quiet. Don't dim yourself. Keep the light going and keep it shining.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
Thank you so much. I wish you all the best, ladies, and hope to see Shanika again next week.
Yes, ma'am.
And thank you so much, Jasmine, and once again, thank you so much to our lovely guest that came on. It was an absolute honor listening to you, and it's nice to hear strong sisters like yourself. You're not just working for yourself, but everyone around you, and that's what we need. That's what we need.
Right. I agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Shanika, I'll let you finish the whole
just-
thing off. You're the actual host today.
So I'll see you next Tuesday.
Definitely, Shanika. See you next week. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Unify this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where
Bye.
you
Bye.
post your website? Unify.
Do we just
Oh, she gone. No, it's another one after this. Okay, that's the end. Thank y'all.
Okay. Bye.
It's Tuesday.
Blast Radio. D time is 12 o'clock a.m.